This week on Fox Football Live, we start with the game of the week, the Cristoval Cougars gearing up to face off against the El Dorado Eagles for a rivalry like no other that makes a lot of noise before the players even touch the field. Also, the Lakeview Chiefs suit up to face off against La Mesa, an opponent they know very well. Week 1 of Fox Football Live for the 2022 season starts now.
All right, now bring it in, West Texas. Hey, tonight is a special night. Why? Because we get to kick off our very first week of Fox Football Live for the 2022 season. Now, I'm your host, Marissa Stubbs, and for the next 11 weeks, it's going to be me and you every football night. Hey, to talk about football, something we both love. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the show. All right, now West Texas. Now I'm so excited because this will actually make my very first year of covering football here in West Texas. And I heard the environment is like no other, so I can't wait to find out. But hey, throughout this season, I can't do this show alone, which means if you have any highlights or big plays you think we should show throughout this season, feel free to send it in. You can text us at 325-655-6006. All right, y'all, we got to get straight into the action. Our very first matchup tonight was the Cristoval Cougars taking on the El Dorado Eagles at home. But first, we must look at how both of these teams even prepared for this matchup.
The El Dorado Eagles are coming off a stellar season after going 10-2 overall while placing second in district. Now, during the offseason, the Eagles made some new changes by bringing in head coach Chad Tuttle, who is ready to get the job done, especially facing the Cristoval Cougars for the first week of the 2022 football season.
It's a great way to start the season. You got a great team in Cristoval. We're going to go over there to their place, and there's been some rivalry in the district the last few years. Between El Dorado and Cristoval and being 20 miles apart, it makes it fun. Honestly, it's one of those deals of you don't want to start your season on a different note other than go out there and have a good game, a good tough game against a team that really wants to get after you as well. And so been preparing for it. Today's Monday, so it's one of those deals of we got prepared for the last 3 weeks of two-a-days, and the prep started then, and not just for Cristoval but for the season. And so they had a good day one, and we'll see how the rest of the week goes.
Go.
And just 20 miles away, you have the Cougars, who are no strangers to success. The Cougars finished first in district last season and have plans to come out on top once again. So kicking off the season, facing the Eagles, head coach Casey Otho plans to keep it simple and just play.
We don't do anything differently for whichever opponent it may be. Our practice routine has changed a little bit. The kids are getting used to what we do during the season. So, going back to school and things like that, we have to adjust on the fly and things like that. Yeah, and I could say whatever coach is going to say, that we're going to take it one game at a time, but that's the truth. We got to take it one game at a time, be 1-0 at the end of the week. Those are our goals.
All right, now we go to the action. First quarter, quarterback Kyle Lohman hands it off to catcher Jonah, who tries to make a run before being brought down by a defender. Now, the next play, Lohman, who looks to left field to find receiver Jace Williams before he is brought down quickly. Now it's the Eagles' turn on offense. Quarterback Jason Covarrubias, he looks right to find his open target. I will say, West Texas, it was a slow start for both teams. As you see, the Eagles weren't able to establish a run game, and neither were the Cristoval Cougars. Now, on the next drive, though, you see Covarrubias. He kind of turns up the speed a little bit. Wait a minute, watch him right here. Ooh, go. He was going, he tried to build that run game up, but he eventually ran out of bounds. Now, the El Dorado Eagles, they would go on to win that game 7-0. All right, West Texas, we have to bring in our Adriana Alexander, who was live at Cristoval. Adriana, first things first, please just explain to me what it was like out there in that environment. I know it was crazy. Hey, rivalry games are always great, so just tell me what you saw.
Well, girl, I can say one thing that I saw, and it was just electric. From people from the El Dorado Eagles to the Cristobal Cougars, everybody was so excited to get this rivalry game going. So it was definitely a lot going on. It's not anyone here right now, but just an hour ago, it was packed. Now, the first quarter, both teams did struggle to get points on the board, and the same thing in the second quarter. Both defenses continued to turn over the ball, and then in the third quarter, El Dorado did get 7 points, and they ended the game with 7-0. Like I said, both teams did struggle throughout the game, but they did their best to ensure they can get a win. I also spoke to a lot of fans who were feeling the rivalry and feeling the tension in the air, but in the end, the El Dorado Eagles did take the win.
Yeah, the tension is always great at rivalry games. That's what I wanted to ask you about, how the fans were. Were they like fans, you know, going back and forth with each other? Like, tell me about the fan experience,
Yes,
you know?
Yeah. Yes, it was loud. I mean, people was yelling, "Go Cougars, go Eagles." It was a lot. Like I said, electric. That's the only word I could think is electric and magnifying. The older people and the younger people just coming together to celebrate both teams. And everybody was in positive spirits and in good spirits for the game. And both teams hope to continue to do more and do well in the rest of the season.
Hey, Adriana, that's what football is about. It brings us together, whether we're rivals or not. Once again, I hope you had fun out there. Make sure you drive back safe, and we'll see you when you get back here. Now, all right, now, West Texas, we already watched the action. The game is out the way, but now it's time to watch the fun that comes from the bands, the cheerleaders, like Adriana just mentioned, the fans. So let's go ahead and take a look.
You're watching Fox West Texas!
That looked very fun. I wish I was out there, West Texas, but hey, now let's go ahead and check out some final scores from tonight. We have Menard, who suited up against Hill Country Christian. Menard came out on top, as you can see, 47-2. And then we go over to Garden City, where they put up 30 points. Garden City Valley, actually, where they put up 30 points against Valley, 30-26. That was the final score. And then we go over to Clifton and Merkel. Clifton scored 20 points, and Merkel only came out with 12. Now we go over to Lakely and Eden. Lakely obviously didn't hesitate running up the scoreboard. That final score was 48-8. And then we also have Gordon and Throckmorton. Gordon didn't mind running up the scoreboard either, West Texas, 49-0. They didn't give Throckmorton a chance to get on the scoreboard. We got Richland Springs. 56-0. Yikes, y'all wasted no time getting to the action. All right, now we're going to check out some more final scores. Now we have the Central Bobcats. They faced off against Shoemaker. Now we may not have that scoring right now, but we will have it later for you in the show. The halftime score was 24-10, and then we go over to the Grape Creek Eagles, where they were taking on the Stanton Buffaloes. That third quarter score is 26-6. And also the Wall Hawks, who are looking to reestablish their winning spirit this season, they took on Eastland. And as you can see, Wall Hawks, that is the way you show up and show out, 49-20. That's all thanks to head coach Houston Guy. But hey, stick around, West Texas. Coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at the Lakeview Chiefs, who suited up against Lamesa. Don't go anywhere.
Tell me one good thing about 100-degree days.
Each one gets us closer to fall.
Can't come soon enough.
But until then,
Hot days
hot deals
at All American Chevrolet.
Pick out any new Chevy and have no payments for 90 days. Plus, get interest rates as low as 0% APR when you finance with GM Financial. Call, come by, or shop online today at sanangelochevy.com.
Hot days, hot deals.
At All-American Chevrolet of San Angelo.
The original.
Fun and only place to buy a car.
Why do more people get their auto loans from First Community Federal Credit Union? New, used, or refinance, our auto loan rates are as low as 1.99% APR. With easy rates and terms, we'll make a payment to fit your budget. So be smart and bank smart, and come to the people you know and trust.
Where's your emergency?
I get shot in my best friend on an accident. Oh my God.
All right, West Texas, welcome back. Now, like I said, we're going to have some fun tonight. So our next matchup is the Lakeview Chiefs, who suited up against Lamesa. But as always, of course, we have to take a look and see how these teams even prepared for that matchup.
Go over the bag with both feet first. There you go. Good.
The Lakeview Chiefs have been putting in work since last season. Now they are looking to make a lot of adjustments this season after finishing 3-8 last year.
Just overall strength and speed is our improvement. And so we're lifting weights every morning. We're coming out here, we're running speed workouts, sprints, and that's just what we want to improve on, just to get stronger and get faster.
Get through there. Get through there. Hey, just because you get through it don't mean you stop. Get all the way through it.
Working on basic fundamentals and trying to refine their skills has been the goal for the Chiefs. Coming into week one with a matchup against Lamesa, the Chiefs are being strategic with how they want to approach this matchup. The last time they faced Lamesa, the Chiefs fell short by only 6 points with a final score of 26-20. This year, the Chiefs are hoping for a different outcome.
Well, like I said, the offensive line-wise, you know, they do have a formidable opponent. Number 74, he's a big kid. He's very talented. He's very aggressive, along with the rest of their defensive linemen. Their secondary is pretty fast, so we're expecting a lot from them. They're going to come try to get our quarterback, obviously, because we like to throw the ball a little bit. But I'm very excited about the opportunity to go up against a good team like that.
All right, now let's go ahead and head to the action. We go to the game where Lamesa is kicking off, and this game is already pretty physical. You see number 24, Derek Taylor, loses his helmet there. Now, all right, first quarter, senior quarterback Bryce Melody getting the run game started early, and he runs out of bounds. Now, during that next play, that's Melody right there who's looking to throw downfield. Now, watch this play. He tries to find wide receiver Adrian Flores, who almost makes that catch, but the defender is just too great. Now it's Lamesa's turn to get their offense moving, and watch out, that running back has wheels, y'all. He takes it all the way to the end zone, and nobody is catching him. Now, all right, Chiefs, what do y'all have to do to answer back? So the next drive, the Chiefs, they get the ball back, and QB Bryce Melody, he tries to go long again, but look at the great coverage by the DV. On the next play, QB Melody scrambling there trying to get the ball out, but that Lamesa defense is just all in his face. They bring him down. Now, the next play is where the Chiefs start to find their rhythm. You see the complete pass deep downfield would eventually set them up to score, and that's when the Chiefs, they started to bite back, and they didn't let up. Lakeview will go on to win that game 44-28. All right, now that we watched the action, let's go ahead and check out some more sounds from that matchup. y'all were loud at the stadium. When I was out there earlier, y'all were making a lot of noise. Football season is back. We're ready to have some fun, aren't we? Now, the next game we're going to check out is the Cooper Cougars, who are up in Abilene. They took on the Keller Indians yesterday. Let's go ahead and head to that action as well. All right, first quarter, the Indians looking to score here. A handoff to Jaden Hart puts the Indians on the board first. They lead 7-3 after the extra kick is good. Now it's the Cougars' time to answer 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Quarterback hands it off to sophomore Daniel Bray, who goes to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown for the Cougars to take the 9-7 lead with 8 minutes to go in the first half. And what a varsity debut by a sophomore. Daniel Bray, you go, kid. Hey, second quarter, the snap just a little low, but the quarterback gets it out to wide receiver Cam Herron, who cuts upfield and he runs it into the end zone, making it look easy for the Cougars. The Cougars, hey, it's some speed on that team. They took the 16-7 lead with only 3 minutes to go in the first half. But the Indians, they didn't let up. They find themselves in great field position again, and tight end David Wagner is able to pull that ball in and push his way into the end zone, where the Indians would regain the lead and end the half leading 16-13. Now the Indians, they kept applying the pressure in the second half and would eventually go on to win that matchup 34-16. All right, now some more scores. Well, actually, don't touch that remote, because coming up, we're going to get a chance to learn about some quarterbacks off the field.
Hey, what's up, West Texas? Be sure to catch the Kelly Clarkson Show weekdays at 10 a.m. only on Fox, West Texas.
Stop spending so much money on your prescriptions. Save money at Angelo Pharmacy. Locally owned, we offer free delivery, a convenient drive-through, no wait times, and affordable prices. Next time you're driving down Sherwood Way, stop by and check us out. Angelo Pharmacy, the fastest and the friendliest neighborhood pharmacy, offering extraordinary customer service. 2910 Sherwood Way. Quality care, friendly pharmacists.
Hi, I'm Janet Ridgway with Keller Williams Home and Land Group. I'd like to introduce you to the team. First, there's Tom. He's our commercial real estate specialist. No one knows ranch land and appraisals better than Sterling Fryer. Jake Powers specializes in exotic game ranches. And me, I focus on selling homes, lots and lots of homes. For all things real estate, call Keller Williams Home and Land Group.
Sometimes stress feels like the only constant, and I know that stress may lead to heart disease and stroke. So today I decided to put my phone down and simply breathe. I'm focusing on what I can control, like turning little moments into me time to help my mind, heart, and body. I'm reclaiming my time. Deep breaths for just 1 minute, a walk with my dog, or calling a friend. This is my time and my health, and moment by moment, I'm owning it.
911, where's your emergency? I just shot my best friend on the exit.
You're watching Fox West Texas.
All right, hey, welcome back, West Texas. Ooh, Heisman. Hey, I feel like if I can't go out to the field, I can at least bring the field to me. Now, I have a new segment I want to introduce to you. It's one that helps us to get to know the athletes a little bit better off the field. So this week, I started with the quarterbacks from a few teams. Let's take a look.
I am Jason Covarrubias, junior quarterback for the El Dorado Eagles.
What's your favorite meal?
Favorite meal? It's not a meal, but I like to eat bacon by itself.
Your favorite subject?
Favorite subject is history.
Your favorite song to listen to before every matchup?
Love Sosa by Chief Keef.
Your favorite athlete and why?
I think I'm gonna go with Drew Brees. He's always been the smaller quarterback. I've always watched him, but he's not a scrambler quarterback like I am. He's just a little different. I don't know.
If you could play any other sport other than football, what would it be?
Baseball.
Why?
I don't know. It's always been the second favorite.
Hey, what's something that you live by?
The golden rule.
And what is that?
treat others like you would like to be treated.
I'm Kyle Lohman, graduating this year, 2023, and I'm the quarterback.
All right, Kyle, what is your favorite meal?
Probably chicken Alfredo.
Favorite subject?
Math.
Favorite song to listen to before every matchup?
Dreams and Nightmares.
If you could play any other sport other than football, what would it be?
Baseball.
Why?
Baseball, I love baseball. It's fun. A lot of moving around, a lot of action. I mean, depending on where you play, I guess, but I love baseball.
What one word describes you?
Leadership. Obviously, being the quarterback, I have a lot of responsibilities, trying to be a leader and trying to motivate everybody to be their best and do their best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite professional?
Okay. Probably Dak Prescott. Everybody hates on Dak Prescott, but he's my favorite. I think he's super good, and I like watching him. So.
I am Bryce Medley from Lakeview High School, quarterback.
All right, Bryce, what is your favorite quote?
Honestly, the Nike quote, "Just do it." I just like to, go out and do my best, and I don't know, it's just motivating.
What is your favorite meal?
Either wings or pizza, probably.
Favorite subject?
I guess I can't say football. I'll say math.
All right, what is your favorite song to listen to before every matchup?
Definitely Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
All right, what is one word that you think describes you?
Hardworking.
Well, who's your favorite athlete and why?
Patrick Mahomes. I've always loved Texas Tech, and just seeing him, like me growing up and watching him play, he's always been a role model to me, so I've always looked up to him.
If you could play any other sport other than football, what would it be?
Baseball. I just love baseball. It's really fun getting to be out there.
I hope y'all liked it. Hey, isn't it crazy how all the players said they would play baseball as another sport? I just found that kind of crazy. But hey, another team that took on an opponent tonight was the Abilene Eagles. They took on the Permian Panthers. Now, I will say the energy on this team is just unmatched. I mean, from the players all the way to the coaches. Now, leading up to the season, I got a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Fullen, and I asked him if it was one word to describe this team heading into the season, what would it be? Here's what he said.
Be extreme. That's kind of our battle cry. We want to be extreme this year. We don't want to be average, and not doing the. If you just want to be average, you do the average things. But if you want to be extreme, you got to do extreme things and do what's asked of you, but just a little bit more.
Okay, and the Abilene Eagles, unfortunately, they fell short tonight, 17-3 against Odessa. Permian just couldn't get that score on the board, but hey, it's okay. Now, another person who took on some opponent tonight was Crane versus McKinney. The 3A-2A battle pits the two Permian Basin foes against each other. Now, Aaron Gelvin is out in Crane with more on this matchup.
Every single team kicking off their season tonight wants to get off to a fast start. Well, that's what both of these teams were able to do offensively to open this game. The Badgers started things off on offense, running the ball very effectively as number 4 Noah Torres bullies his way into the end zone. Then it was Crane answering back with a nice little screen pass to tie the score at 7-7. The rest of the first half belonged to McCamey's Matthew Rosas. Number 6 just got whatever he wanted on the ground, as you can see by these scoring plays, and this helped give the Badgers a commanding 2-score lead going into halftime.
All right, well, the final score to that game, McCamey Badgers 28 and the Crane Golden Cranes 21. Okay, now time moves fast when you're having fun, West Texas. We're almost to the end of the show. But hey, coming up, we're going to check out some more last final scores, and we're going to look ahead to next week. Stay tuned.
Stop spending so much money on your prescriptions. Save money at Angelo Pharmacy. Locally owned, we offer free delivery, a convenient drive-through, no wait times, and affordable prices. Next time you're driving down Sherwood Way, stop by and check us out. Angelo Pharmacy, the fastest and the friendliest neighborhood pharmacy, offering extraordinary customer service. 2910 Sherwood Way. Quality care, friendly pharmacists.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
All right, now welcome back, West Texas. Hey, before we go, let's go ahead and check out some more scores. The San Angelo TLCA Eagles lost 12-14 against the Ozona Lions. And then we also have the Wiley Bulldogs, who put up 30 points, but the Brownwood Lions fell short with only 24. And also, we go over to Jim Ned. They only scored 7 points. The Holly Bearcats came out on top with 30. All right, now looking ahead to the matchups that will happen next week, you will have the San Angelo Central Bobcats taking on the Montwood Rams, and then you will also have the Wall Hawks facing off against the Cisco Lobos. Then the Grape Creek Eagles will suit up against the Cristoval Cougars, and the El Dorado Eagles will take on the Winters Blizzards. Now the Lakeview Chiefs will match up against Sweetwater, and the Abilene Eagles will take on the Cooper Cougars. All right, well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Hey, I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too, West Texas. So what do you say? Maybe next Friday, same place, same time. We'll be right here. Hey, have a great weekend, and thank you so much for tuning in to Fox Football Live at 10.